Hello and welcome. This is the Benjinator and you're watching Let's Play Xenogears. So the last time we came across the Zohar where we found Id. He was messing around and it turns out that the wise man who claimed to be the friend of Fei's father actually was Fei's father, Kan Wong. And so now what's happening is that Kan has bestowed upon Id/Fei a fistful of memories. So maybe we'll get a chance to see exactly what happened to Fei before he turned 16, before he was brought to the village of Leihan. So that's going to be, hopefully, the next thing we see. And here we go. This is inside Id, the subconscious. Ah, more of this. Not that this is necessarily a bad thing. It's an interesting portion of the game, that's for sure. So apparently now Fei understands, but we, the audience, don't quite understand yet. He's seeing everything. The interior of Id. The depressed man, so to speak. Distance originally covered to hide Id. Well, that is sad. That is very sad. So apparently now, I mean, the intent is hopefully to bring all these personalities together if possible. Now, of course, Fei is hearing Citan, who's saying, hey, you gotta save Ellie. Gotta save Ellie. Kind of the overwhelming idea. Oh, and that's, that is the coward, of course. And Id apparently is upset that he's gotten in the room with the coward. Huh. Yeah, so there's some... So the Fei that we know and love has had, like, some images of this before, but he doesn't know the whole story quite yet. Then again, neither do we, the audience. But it seems that this might be, like, the true Fei. Like, the Fei who remembers, like, his childhood and spawned Id. Huh. So here we go. Now we're gonna be looking into the past. Yay! We get a film cue. That's so cool. I like that visual motif. That's cool. It's real nice, guys. Well done. Well done. An ordinary family. So I actually like this, this clear text part of the game. Alright, so looks like Fei had, as a kid, a pretty good upbringing. This is all the stuff that Fei, that we now know, that we played through, doesn't remember. But Id is reciting this whole story. Suddenly changed. You know, she looks a little familiar, doesn't she? The mother. Ah. Yeah, wasn't she the one that was talking to Krellian and... Remember that Fei's mom said that she had a son that was... Or remember that woman Karen said that she had a son that was 4 years old, so... Is it to say that, Fei's mom might have been taken over by, Miyoung? Kinda seems that way. Yeah, because, oh boy, I think we're in for something. Oh. Place for mysterious machines. Yeah, this sounds like Miyoung took over Fei's mom. Because remember, Miyoung can get inside anybody. Like, literally. Happened to Ellie, it happened to lots of people in the past, so... Man. So maybe, like, once she discovered that Fei was a possible contact, then she started running a bunch of experiments on him. Well, that would definitely screw you up. Especially with all those, like, you know, voodoo mystics hanging around. Yikes. You endured, huh? Oh, yeah. so these experiments continued. And so this was all part of like the big plan by, you know, the mother of humanity and Krellian as well. So this was, these people, I swear to God, they're the worst. All because Faye was born special. As the contact, so to speak. We still don't really have a real definition of what that means. Like this whole contact thing. Oh. Yeah. So this was all part of like the divine plan to revive God or what have you. So everybody just died because all this power was released. And I mean, this was before Faye spawned id, but he still had those immense powers that he's always had. Hey. Well, this is a traumatic past, that's for sure. No wonder Faye developed multiple personalities. Myung, of course, was pretending everything was fine. And it looks like Faye's dad was just kind of like, sorry, dude. Sorry, man. I think you're just having imaginations. Imagination spasms. Yeah, so he just kind of laughed it off. Oy, poor Faye. I mean, yeah, obviously, like, his dad kind of screwed up. But it was definitely Myung / his mom that was doing all this awful stuff. Ah, so that makes sense. So this is when the personality split into two. Due to all this trauma, there's a personality that was made to endure all the pain, that was id, and then there was the coward that basically just rests on happy memories. But it definitely seems like id was the dominant one. I mean, he was the one that, you know, caused all this mayhem and destruction. And not too long ago either. I mean, we can assume that Faye is about 17, 18 years old, so all that stuff we saw about flashbacks, especially Heirloom, the homeland of Dominia, and Faye destroying it, that happened fairly recently. Yikes. So yeah, the two personalities got into two. So, yep. Yeah, what would make Mother do such a thing? Well, we already kind of know. Is that Faye's mom? Yeah, it was Myung, exactly. No, that's totally true, Faye. Come on. Listen, it happens to the worst of us. Like, any woman has the potential to become Myung. It's not the same person. That's for damn sure. Yeah. And then if one dies, one is replaced. So, I mean, we can assume that Faye's mom obviously doesn't exist. Yeah. In the genes of all women, exactly. Yeah, sorry, Ed. Wasn't anybody's fault. So stop getting so mad at your dad, Faye / id. Yeah. Oh boy. So I guess this just kept going. The contact, yeah. Oh, who's he? Looks like we're gonna get a little bit more into this. Oh, yes, Graf. You know, so Graf, like, he picked that up, right? So, you know, the contact, what we do know is that they lived through multiple generations, and Lacan was the contact 500 years ago. Yeah, so maybe he wanted to go back to his old body, right? Yeah, Graf was Lacan. And here's kind of the interesting thing. Is that, and it kind of points to this earlier, is that, like, Graf has the ability to, just like Myung, to go from body to body. So, yeah, destroyed everything on the face of the earth. The tragedy of Diabolos. And then, yeah, you master the ability to possess bodies. And so the Graf that we're currently dealing with doesn't have his original body. So Lacan's body is obviously dead, but Graf lives on. Yeah, but he wanted Faye because Faye had his original body, had the most potential. Yeah, that's what the whole thing is. Yeah, so Graf was just id 500 years ago. Oy vey. So basically, id is angry at Khan for not doing more to protect him, and for not protecting him from Graf. Oy vey. Faye unleashing that power. Hopefully put a stop to everything. A scene from the past. And there's Myung. The worst. The worst of the worst. No, and that's when his mom died. But she was Myung, so I mean, that might have actually been a good thing. But of course the rest of your mom was also dead. Ah, I see. So is that when the personality truly split? Well, that happened beforehand. Huh. So it seems like there's some, it seems like there's some issues between the two personalities here. And it almost seems like the current Faye is kind of caught in the middle here. Because he had no memory of this. The Faye that we know only has memory of about 3 years. So he has all this baggage that he doesn't even know he had. But he was also aware that there were some latent powers. Uh-huh. Well, now is it time for Faye to resolve it? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, come on. It's time to bridge the gap. It's time to hug it out, y'all. Ah, there's gotta be more, man. Oy vey. That's some deeply held psychological trauma, that's for sure. Meanwhile, Khan seems to be kind of taking responsibility. Well, I mean, we can assume that he always felt that way. He just felt bad about it. Just for not noticing. At least they're working out all these issues now. Even though keeping in mind that they're standing in front of the source of all things. Oh, come on. Don't kill your father. Oh boy. Come on, Khan. I believe in you. You're the wise man. You kicked our ass at the tournament. Yeah. Man, it really hates the coward. It's crazy. Well, maybe the Faye that we know can help solve this problem. Oh, hello. That's the coward right there. It's all he remembers at this point. Whoa. Yep, dispel those illusions. The coward's very stubborn. So now this is interesting. Now Faye is talking to the coward and trying to make him see reason. This whole time he was trying to deal with id, but now he's got some sympathy for him. That's fascinating. But I guess it's the only way to really try to resolve the issues. Okay, look, yeah, you guys both killed Mom. All right, let's be truthful here. But also, Mother was Myung. She wasn't really your mom. So maybe that's something that you can discuss. So much bickering. Yeah, there we go. Nobody's fault but mine. Yeah. So take responsibility, I suppose. Yep. Here's Faye the Peacemaker, trying to resolve the issues with his other personalities. Having an argument with yourself. That's got to be a that's got to be a new development. But I guess it's helpful that Faye has had this artificial personality because he can kind of be the bridge of reason, so to speak. He's got an unbiased view. All right, let's replay this scene again. There goes the happy little house. Man, takes a lot to knock Graph back, but you guys managed to do so. So congratulations. Congratulations. Oh. That's brutal. That's how I got that mark in his face. Oh, there's Faye's mom. Oh. Did she come back at the last moment? Did she get unmyonged? I thought the only way to get unmyonged was to die, but I don't know. Looks like she was alive for about 2 more minutes there. Ay, ay. Well, shit. That was an interesting Freudian discussion between basically 3 of Faye's personalities. Himself, well, the artificial personality that we know, and Id, and the coward. So, looks like he's trying to bridge the gap between the two and hopefully get to some truthful resolution. Maybe this will work. Maybe this is crazy enough to deactivate the raging despair that is Id, and maybe everything will work out. Who knows? We'll find out in the next episode of Let's Play Xenogears. This is the Benjinator, and thank you guys for watching.